Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mailbox Power Mastermind call that we do every single Monday morning. And this is a chance for you to start the week off right with other Mailbox Power affiliates that are not only growing their Mailbox Power business, but most people are growing another business alongside of it. And it's a chance to ask questions and to get help with how to use Mailbox Power. One, to either bring on affiliates to grow your Mailbox Power business that way, or just how to use it to attract Mailbox Power customers, and then how to help your clients utilize it in a way that they're getting results. And we all have a wealth of background and we have different types of clients. So the nice thing about this mastermind call is, like Lulu last week or a couple of weeks ago was like, I have a personal injury attorney. How can they use it? I'm like, oh, well, I have one that grew his business 25 to 30% last year. So you don't have to have the knowledge for that profession. You just need to tap into the knowledge of the mastermind here and see if anybody else has that type of client. And if not, then we'll reach out to corporate, or we will together mastermind on the best way for that profession to use the platform. So with that, we'd like to start the week with the Mailbox Power wins. Does anybody have a Mailbox Power win they would like to share? Kimberly.
I had coffee with my pastor. My husband and I had coffee with my pastor. He got promoted and is going to be the district superintendent. So instead of one church, he's going to have 78 churches now.
Oh,
Through
wow.
through his whole tenure, he didn't really see Mailbox Power. And we're such a close-knit congregation, he really didn't see it. But now that he's moving into this new position and he's going to have 78 churches, he sees it. He sees a way where he can pave the way before he even visits the church. Because it's probably going to take him a year and a half to visit every church because he's like 78 churches. So I'm just so excited
Wow.
now that
Nice.
he's really going to get the essence of what it can do for him in this new position. And Mother's Day is right around the corner. I got a brand new cousin who had a baby. And so I'm going to make a real special baby package for her and the grandma, and with the baby pictures that my cousin sent me. And I'm just so excited about using this platform just to get people out of the routine of their day. Thanks for allowing me to share.
Awesome. Thank you, Kimberly. Lulu.
So I have been to several networking meetings lately where it's not my usual people. And I've been really working hard at just getting my name out there, being known for mailbox marketing, and just trying to get, I can't see everybody, I can't meet everybody, but my people can. My people can refer me um, or recognize me. And I got one of my customers, who's also in my BNI chapter, did a beautiful endorsement of me and my business and Mailbox Power. And, I look at that and I see how many people I don't even know who have looked at that, liked it, commented on it, whatever. I may not get a customer from it, but I'm getting that recognition. So I guess to me, that's a huge win.
It is a
That's
huge
a win.
win.
Wherever I go, I went to a meeting the other day and there was a guy sitting there. I went to introduce myself and he's like, "Oh, I know you. I see you everywhere." So, and of course, I sent him a card and brownies, and he's the one, in conjunction with my BNI customer and member, who put this whole thing together. So it 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 works. And so I'm just trying to leverage all the tools so that I can be recognized. And when people think of sending cards or direct mail, they think of me. So that's a huge win for me.
Awesome. Congratulations, Lulu. Teresa.
So, full disclosure, here's so something to do that I do at night that helps me fall asleep is I scroll through TikTok, okay? And it's mindless. But it helps me to go to sleep. So I came across this young man named Russ, and he's a car sales professional. And okay, and he's hysterical. I mean, he's hysterical. And he's got like, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of likes and followers and blah, blah, blah. And he's like a superstar on TikTok. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to send him a card and the Rice Krispie treats and celebrating his like 60,000 followers or something. And so anyway, I did that, found out where his dealership is, Google's a great thing. And so anyway, put the card together, sent it to him, and never thought about it again, right? So less than a week after I sent it out, he sends me a text message and we start a conversation. And he says, first of all, how'd you know like I like Rice Krispie treats? And I just, I said, well, that's a lucky guess, I guess. And then he asked for more information about Mailbox Power. So I sent him the demo link. Will anything come of it? I don't know. But it opened a door, it opened the conversation. And cards lead to conversations, conversations lead to opportunities, and opportunities lead to closed business. So thought I'd share that with you guys.
I love it, Teresa. And talking about social media, Lulu started and then Teresa's talking about it. And it reminded me of a win I had several weeks ago. It was probably almost a month ago. And until Lulu said something and talked about being everywhere and people knowing her before she even meets them on social media, somebody said something about looking to do postcard marketing for a business, affordable. I'm not looking for cheap, but affordable, something like that. And I must have had 10 people or more say, talk to Brenda, talk to Brenda, talk to Brenda. So I got this text message. It was actually March 20th, so it wasn't quite a month ago. Hi, hello, Miss Highly Recommended, exclamation point. How about tomorrow morning at 10:30? Well, I met with her. Well, we talked on the phone, and then she introduced us to the physician that she was talking to and trying to help them grow their business. And they wanted to meet with me, and they just signed up as an executive member. So it does work when you're known around town, like Lulu said, when everybody's talking about you and watching out for you, even if you're not good on social media, if everybody knows about you and they're watching the 411 groups and that in your area where business is happening or people are asking for referrals, they're going to shout out your name. So there is something to be said about being visible physically in networking groups, not just on social media. Now, I know people grow their business completely on social media and really aren't the extrovert. I'm not really an extrovert. I'm not an introvert, but I'm not truly an extrovert. I'm somewhere in the middle. So I don't love being out all the time networking, but there's something to be said about people meeting you in person and getting to know you versus online, that just really garners those referrals.
I agree.
So,
And Brenda, you and I think I call myself an extroverted introvert.
yes. We're similar. Kimberly, one last one, and then I want to get to, we promised AI. We're not going to do the full blown AI training today for those that are watching the replay or hopped in late. We have a couple or a sick kid here, so Mike is tending to them right now. and Marie just got back from a big trip. So we will, I promise, we will do a full-blown AI, but today we'll do an intro to AI. We'll call it the intro to AI today, and Teresa and I are going to do that. So what's your one last thing, Kimberly?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So I am going to start with using Canva and their AI. Can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see my Canva screen. Awesome. So I happened to talk about that physician in the test or in our wins section. So I need to create an intro postcard. Welcome to the neighborhood. They're new to a neighborhood, and so they want to reach out to new people in the neighborhood. So this was on her website, on her About Us page. So here's how you can use it for a customer or yourself. This is what was on her About page. There's no way you can put that on an intro postcard. It's way too much. So what if we say shorten the following to 50 words or less so we can use on a postcard for marketing? Tip, with Canva, I typed this into Magic Write, which is right here. But Magic Write, after you've written something, you can do fun things, rewrite it. But when you first put it in, if I come down here to, let me just show you. Copy. Magic Write. Paste. Okay, so you can see I put this all in Magic Write, and I've got the colon. And you could add more descriptive. You could say engaging, or would prompt somebody to pick up the phone and call or something like that. But I just started with shorten the following to 50 words or less. Now watch when I hit generate. That, what I put in there goes away. So tip, if you're in Canva, this is not Chat GPT. If you're in Canva, highlight everything and copy it before you hit generate, or you lose what you asked it to do. So just FYI. So now this is another one that has come up. So that one's a good one, but if you don't like it, you can hit retry. And you can just keep hitting retry till you get what you like, or you get a couple of different ones. There were two of them that I kind of liked. So after I got done, I said the insert, and then I went and kind of took parts of one and parts of another and put it together, because as Teresa's told you, and I think Mike will tell you, and I'm going to tell you, what anything you get out of AI, you really should read, review, and tweak. Do not use as is. That is my recommendation. Do not use as is. So you're always going to tweak it. And sometimes it doesn't get it right. If you read this, and I think Teresa said this, she's given it a prompt and it's like, wow, that wasn't at all what I was talking about. So you don't just do something quick and easy and just copy and paste and not read what it gave you, because sometimes it's a little bizarre. But it can help you. Let me start a new one. So let me show you how to start a brand new. So I'm going to go to Canva. In order to use Magic Write in the AI, you go to Doc, D-O-C, and if it's not here, it's up here. And then I always use this one. You can also do Docs to Deck. That could be a whole nother training where it can create you a slide deck for a presentation. So like if you have an audio or something, I haven't done it completely yet, but I believe you can take it, give it a transcript and say, here, create the PowerPoint for me. I mean, AI it can do so many things for you. But here we are, brand new. We're in a doc. You just click the plus, which is the magic, how you get to Magic Write. you say magic, right? And let's say, give me something that they would like. Social media posts or something.
Well, this was a question I was going to pose. So how many touches does it take before somebody will engage in your business or something like that? And should they be mixed or, something in that?
Create. So I would Google that. I wouldn't AI that. So that's a question I would put in Google. But
all right,
let's take that question and make it AI. How many touches does it take for someone to engage in your business? Create 30 engaging social media quotes around this topic.
perfect.
We're going to see what it gives us.
Okay.
But this is what you do. It's really just playing with AI. I mean, don't be afraid of it. You can't break it. Just go play. Go have fun. Teresa knows. Teresa has wasted hours and hours, just like Mike has, playing with AI. But it's not really wasted because you learn so many things. So, and I can hit stop, but I don't want to. I want it to give me all 30. Because the cool thing about this is if you did not watch my mastermind call on how to take this and then create it into graphics for social media using Canva that will do a bulk create, you need to go to our YouTube channel and search the masterminds for that topic and go watch it. Because I did a whole topic on how to create a social media post, and you put these into an Excel file, 1 through 30, and you find one template, and it takes that one template and puts all 30 quotes in it with your logo, your whatever, your website, whatever you've got on the main one. Like, talk about time saver. All right, so we're going to say insert. I'm not even going to retry because there's too much there. So here's what we got. Engagement isn't a numbers game, but every touch counts towards building a relationship. Remember, behind every click, there's a customer looking for what only you can offer.
Wow.
One touch might catch their attention, but it takes a series to capture their heart. Every interaction is a step toward what, oh my God, I already love this. And I'm only on 4. So, I'm going to save this one.
Yeah, send it to me. So, pictures.
So these quotes are designed to not only inspire businesses to focus on the importance of engagement, but also to encourage customers to see the value in every interaction they have with a brand. Now we're going to try something. And I'm going to highlight all of this. And I know you can do this now I'm going to say magic, right? And oh, I can't. So see, you can apply your brand, so you can teach it your brand. I can't do it here. So Teresa's going to show us how. Then you can take that. I could take in each individual one. So I could do this. And say copy. And then I could come down here. Magic, right? Create an image using the following quote. I don't know that that's going to work. I know it can work in Chat GPT. I don't think it'll actually give me an image in Canva. I can't create images. Imagine here we go, but it can't create the image, but it's going to tell you what type of an image to use, because Mike's used this before. I've used it. I know he uses Chat GPT. Wow, it's given me a lot. So insert. I'm sorry for any confusion, but I can't create images or visual content. However, I can help you conceptualize how you might design an image using that quote. Imagine a background that signifies connection and growth, perhaps a soft, natural landscape like a. So now I know there are other tools out there, AI tools, that will create an image. So now I could go take this, all of this, and put it in the one that's a graphic one and say, hey, create an image based on this. And I bet it would create an image for me that I could use. So with that, that's the short and sweet of Canva. And now I'm going to turn it over to Teresa, and I'm going to learn myself Chat GPT, because I watch Mike occasionally, but I'm going to learn some new stuff today too, I'm sure.
All right, well, I hope you, I don't know if you will or not, but here we go. All right. Now it's my turn to ask. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so for the record, I have a paid version of Chat GPT, okay? So it has a lot of bells and whistles, but for the sake of what we're doing today, the best piece of advice I can give anybody is to treat it like a person, okay? So I use it for emails, for the higher ed sales and marketing side of my life. I use it for social media, for the Mailbox Maven brand that I have. So some of my posts, you might have seen it for friends on Facebook. Some of the images, that's this thing here created it. So for a quick illustration, Brenda, I'm going to go ahead and use one of your what you did in Canva. So, however, I'm going to say, hi, whoops, maybe not.
Do you want me to paste it in?
Nope, I've got it.
Okay.
Hi, I need you to act as a top Facebook influencer in the world of direct mail marketing. Please create a post around the following. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, I got it. Hold on. It also corrects my spelling. Make sure to use hashtags that lead to top engagement. So let's see what it does. So you can all read what it says, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, here, okay. And it, again, to Brenda's point, it tells you to feel free to tweak the message and the hashtags, okay? And then if I said to it, all right, this is great, 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 but needs to be shorter and more and more engaging. Punchy version, see it? So this is a short one, and then I could go, nice. And thanks. Can you now create an image for this? Please. must be a lot of people on it today. It's taking a little longer.
Yeah, that's the way it is with Zoom.
Is it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a Zoom thing.
So it created a couple for me, so I can choose whichever one I want.
Love it.
Yep.
Okay. So you can choose. And if you don't like it, you can say, great start. Can you create something that doesn't have a floral image in it? And I'm just being picky.
Love it.
I just wanted to give you an example of what it can do for a social media post, okay? It can also give you, you're stuck writing an email, right? This is what I want to say. Can you help me say this better? I've had to write emails where I really wanted to be mean, right? And I tell it, I really want to be mean because I really want to be mean, but I know I can't. So can you help me write a professional email? So there it is. It added a plant again. What the hell? Right there. Okay.
Get mean with it, Teresa.
I should. No, but the other thing is, do you see what it says to Brenda's point? We have to be careful because it puts in words and things that, that
And
doesn't.
lots of flowers that you asked it not to do.
Yeah. Remove flowers and words. So it'll clean it up and send you something different. But yeah, again, you play with it and it's as good as the prompts that you give it. And again, you can't take everything at face value. And just as it gets to know you, it's going to sound more and more like in your voice. But until then, it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of, you could get sucked into it. My recommendation is set a timer for yourself that this is how long I'm going to stay on here. See, it doesn't listen to me very well today. It still has words.
And a plant, but that's
And a
not really
plant.
a flower.
Darn it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, you guys get the idea, right? I mean, this is just a really quick tip of the iceberg kind of view. And as I said, I use it for emails. I mean, and what I love about Chat GPT is it keeps track of everything that I've asked it to do, right? So
including the prompts, which I do like. Mike showed me that, and I do that like that better than Canva. And we have a paid version also, so you can go back and find. And Canva will keep it too if you hit save. But
and you know the different GPTs that you can use. I mean, it's absolute. They have a GPT for writing. They have a GPT for, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. It's about as limited as our imaginations, right?
And now you can give Chat GPT, like if somebody's written a book or if you have pieces that you've already written, you can upload it and say, this is it, and load it as kind of your brand, right, Teresa?
Exactly. So we could be in here, I'm looking at the time, we can be in here for another hour and still just really say, hey, we've just touched the tip of the iceberg. But I see Alan has a question.
No question. Just want to thank you, Teresa, for introducing me to the tool that you suggested I use called My AI from the folks over at NowSite.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. NowSite's great.
It has encouraged me to post at least 5 days a week, and not just post, but respond to others' posts and start conversations. So I'm comfortable doing that. I recognize I have to do it. It's a tool that works really well. And I can see that I can introduce it to people so that my costs can be minimized. I also, once things start getting going, can see using marketing AI together with my AI, and that we haven't even talked about the selfie component,
Right.
which they just announced last week. So That's where I'm at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday is learning that tool in the background while I do my posts. And it works. It gets the job done and hooray. So
Exactly. I use both, and I love both Chat GPT, and I love what Alan was talking about. And this really, if you're writing, or if you're, like I said, the emails, or I know in Mailbox Power we have where it'll help you write your message in the card, right? This will also help you to, hey, I need to write a heartfelt sentiment for, here, I'll show you one that I did really quick and then we'll call it a day. But I wrote to my friend Christy and I found out that she had been sick lately. So I was trying to find, so this kind of helped me. Now, did I write all this? No, but I made it my own. So it kind of gets your mind thinking a little bit, right? And yeah, so this is basically, I don't know, just like, like I said, the tip of the iceberg. And I know Michael will have more to share with us later. Was this kind of what you were thinking, Brenda?
Yes, it's just to get people acquainted with it and to go play
Yep.
with it. Because
Yep.
I think if you all go play with it, this is kind of an intro, go play with it. Then when
Right.
we come back together to do either a Monday morning training or a longer training scheduled at a different time with Teresa, Mike, and Marie, and it might be several, it might not be one Monday morning, it might be multiples because there's a lot to AI, but this just gets you starting to think about how to use. It's almost like having an assistant without paying for an assistant. Now, yes, you are paying for Chat GPT. I recommend you do that. Teresa nor I get any commissions from you, I don't believe, to do
No.
Chat GPT. So we're not making a penny to do that, but it's I don't know, it was $10 or $20 a month. It wasn't a lot. It was minimal. But if you could pay, even if it was $50 a month, if you
I
could
pay it.
pay an assistant $50 a month to do all that for you, you would. So why not pay for a tool that does it for you?
Exactly. And at the end of the day, what is your time worth, right?
Yep.
And I really believe and have experienced, not just myself, but many other people, on how it could really help you to just be more productive and less stressful. Okay. How many of us have
Mhm.
sat there and gone, oh, what am I going to say? How am I going to say that? You know, um, and even when one of the other things, when AI gives me like an email, right? And I tweak it to my own, I'll go, I like what you wrote, but this is my version. What do you think? And
Mm.
it'll it'll kick me in the head sometimes and go, it's really good, but I would do this instead. And I'm like, okay, you would, but I'm not going to. So here we go.
Or sometimes you might get something that's like, oh yeah, that is a better way to word
Exactly.
something. So
Exactly.
you just have to play with it. And I
Right.
appreciate you let me kind of put you on the spot today, Teresa.
No worries. I hope I
I
didn't
know,
disappoint.
no,
You did
I
great.
I know you knew we were coming up on it and I was going to ask you to share, and we'll keep everybody posted on when we can do the full or a full call, which we won't start out with wins. When we do it, it's going to be a full half hour of AI. So just
Great.
beware. We're going to launch the call off and we're going to spend a whole half hour on AI when we can do that. And maybe next week, because I know Marie is back and we have the grandkids, but I can go watch them and Mike can be here with Teresa and Marie. So I will coordinate with them and see if we can do it next week, but I'm not promising anything because life happens. So
Yep.
with that, I hope you all have a fabulous week. I hope you got value out of this. And if you did, go watch previous ones. We talked about several of them today that we've done in the past. Go watch the old Mastermind. Sit and take a couple of hours every day or a couple of hours each week and go watch the past ones, and you will be amazed at what you learn from this group of people. So with that, have an awesome week and we'll see you next Monday.
Thank you. Hope your little one feels better.
Thank you.
Bye.